All right, we have a live Skolumn report here, halftime report here at Reed's Dojo. Are you doing a reverse skull right now?
Reverse skull. Because the Vikings suck.
Okay. It's 10-6. Bears are up. We just saw Will the Thrill.
Barely made
He buried a 59-yard
Did
field
not
goal
bury
at the buzzer.
He was about 5 feet from that crossbar. A double doink would have been hilarious.
No, we don't do that here. And you either make field goals or we just completely miss them. We don't get that close. That's what we do in Minnesota.
Right, you just shank it right.
Yeah, or left. But yeah, we don't need to bring that up. First half overall, kind of what I would expect the first half. Like I came into this game being like, this is what it's gonna probably look like early on, where the offense looks a little timid. McCarthy did not look timid, actually. It just felt like everything was a little bit like out of sync. Felt like we just need to play it together a little bit more.
It's almost like he's never played a regular season snap of NFL football.
He played in the preseason, so yeah, he did play. So
that's why I said regular season.
Oh, regular season? I thought it was just regular football.
Regular season football.
Yeah, it was a little shaky, but he seemed like he seems under control, and that's what I like. What I really like is how in the first half, him in the pocket, his elusiveness. He tripped and stumbled a couple times. He doesn't have that one stumble. He probably has that first down. We probably might even have the lead here. But defensively, I don't think the Bears are doing anything that's like that crazy. But
we're getting to JJ.
Yeah, the pressure's there. Pressure's there for sure.
Yeah. And that's what I talked about in the preview is that, the Bears defense has got skilled position players at every level, and if our guys can get home and put that pressure on JJ, it's going to be really hard to find other JJ.
True.
JJ Squared can't find JJ if JJ Squared's on his back.
True. Yeah. We'll see what the second half adjustments are offensively. I trust KOC to kind of dial up something. It was good to get that field goal at the end there, 6-10, one possession game. Anything can happen at that point. Defensively, kind of an interesting first half for the Vikings. We came into the year thinking that they are a top 5 defense. They did not look like a top 5 defense this first half, even though 10 points, not horrible. But
not horrible. But I don't know. It's an NFC North matchup. So
True.
Obviously both teams have each team's number. Like you're just going. And Flores is, like I said, is an amazing DC. So
they're kind of feeling each other out a little bit.
Yes.
I will say, and I said this in the preview, is Johnson's pretty good against dialing up blitz killers, and Flores loves blitzing. We have not blitzed that much. The times we have blitzed, Caleb Williams kind of eluded that. I don't know if it's like a combination of Ben Johnson's scheme or just Caleb Williams' playmaking abilities. But it was interesting to see the lack of pressures. Whereas last year, you saw a lot more movement. Could be because Harrison Smith is out, and you could be kind of just playing it more safe because he's kind of their defensive backbone. But one big stop that the Vikings had early on, and I don't know necessarily if it was a stop by the Vikings or a miscue by the Bears. But crucial fourth down, Bears go for it. Williams misses a pass over the middle. Looked like it kind of got deflected. But that was a huge stop in the red zone, 9-minute mark. We ended up not scoring off of that one, but
if it's a red zone and it's fourth down, I like the aggressiveness. I love that Ben Johnson is bringing that aggressiveness that him and Campbell had in Detroit, and he's bringing that to Chicago, because I think with the NFC North as cutthroat and ruthless as the NFC North is, we need to be willing to go and do plays like that. Obviously, we don't want to go for it on fourth down when we're on our own 35, and hopefully we're not in a situation where we're fourth down and on our own 35. But, if we're at the 15-yard line and we're going for it and it's 4th and 2, I don't hate that call. If we don't get it, we don't get it. And that's a little demoralizing, but at the end of the day, if the upside for that is way worth it. So
True.
It does not make sense English grammatically, but
I think our viewers probably understand that the way we talk.
Yeah.
First downs, Bears 6, Vikings 1. That kind of is the story of the half so far. Third downs, Vikings 0 for 5, Bears 3 for 7. So Both teams kind of struggling on the third downs and fourth downs, obviously. It's going to be interesting to see. I know looking at the QB matchup, we kind of were highlighting that coming in. J.J. McCarthy, 5 for 8, 48 yards, modest stats to start, but those 2 sacks kind of were killers on third down that kind of stopped us. And then Caleb Williams, 13 for 16, 112. No touchdowns, but
he rushed one. He rushed
one. But doing what was advertised coming into the year. So we'll have to check back here at the end of the game. We'll finish our Skolumn report with a recap of the game and a preview of next week's game. I just want to shout out 612 Tees for this episode's merch. Check out 612 Tees 612. You got it all in writing.
Okay.
They're the best in the business. With I think he was coming out with like a different shirt every single or different design every single week leading up to the NFL season, which is kind of cool. Oh my god! Yeah. So I saw the Randy one and I had to get it. So
yeah,
you have
to
check it out.
One?
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff.
Okay.
But for like if you're a Vikings fan, huge catalog of merch coming out. He just had this last entire month of preseason, basically.
Should come out with Caleb Williams.
I don't know, just strictly Minnesota guy. So 612 to get it because it's like very cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get back to you after the game. All right, final here in Reed's Dojo. Bears 24, Vikings 27.
Usually you lead with the winning team.
I don't know, I just want to really let that sink in. I want you to think about that. Yeah, the Bears were up at halftime. Their home team, so I wanted to start with the Bears. Very melancholy Mitch vibe right now, but it's very lively in here. You can't tell, but before this we were jubilant. Second half, what do you think happened? Was it more the Vikings taking over and doing what they were supposed to do and what they've been talked up to do, or was it more Bears, for lack of a better word, pooping the bed?
I think our defense did not.
I'm sorry. That was the worst way to ask the first question of this.
It was our whole team. Our whole team just stopped playing. I think we had a lead and we felt comfortable, and when we're comfortable, we don't do well. We didn't keep the pedal on the gas. We just were coasting. And it was not good. You
guys came out hot in the second half. Second half, I was like, we were sitting here like, what is going on? It looked really bad around the room. Everyone here is Vikings fan, all around.
Yeah, I think the missed field goal might have been that turning point for us in that game.
I have that written down in my notes. I've been taking notes throughout the game, and missed field goal was
because if we make that field goal, we're in overtime at this moment.
Yeah, we'd be in overtime, and they lost by special teams. Very important. That's usually a sign of a well-coached team, and I'm going to say Ben Johnson, great coach. I don't think this is an indictment on Chicago. Chicago's a lot better than they were.
Yeah,
I will say that from the get-go. I think this showed more of the fact of what J.J. McCarthy is as a quarterback versus compared to anything else. You're hesitant for that.
Pull up his stat line.
Okay, J.J. McCarthy went 13 for 20 and 143, 2 touchdowns and an interception, 98 passer rating, more than Caleb Williams, which was at an 86 passer rating. There, I don't have the QBR yet, but
that's fine.
Timely plays though. The rushing factor too. He did have a rushing touchdown at the end there. He had 2 rushes for 25 yards, 1 touchdown. Caleb Williams also had a rushing touchdown.
He did.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. I don't.
Do you need to gather your thoughts here? I'll talk you through here. I guess every person who's probably watching this watched the Vikings game, but if you didn't, fourth quarter down. Was it 6-17 still? 6-17 after a missed field goal. An absolute dart by McCarthy over the middle to Jefferson. His first career touchdown throw. in the regular season. Then we ended up getting a stop very quickly. It got the ball back, went down the field, ended up scoring again. J.J. McCarthy rushing touchdown, which was huge.
Yeah.
Huge in that moment. And then, actually, I think before that was the
Jones.
passing touchdown to Jones, and then the rushing touchdown. But there's a lot of plays in that fourth quarter. He scored 21 points, and it was pretty much like McCarthy just kind of doing what everyone was hoping and expecting him to do.
As I say, he didn't really turn it on until the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
In the fourth quarter, he definitely looked like an NFL quarterback. Yeah. Before that, though, did not look good.
And I was like saying the whole game, I was like, man, he's just like slow getting rid of the ball. Like very hesitant. Not like the timing's weird. Everything's a little bit off. Like it's like he's almost like second guessing where he wants to throw it. That fourth quarter though, he was ripping it and making good decisions and all that. Defensively, we started bringing more pressure. Flores, that was the difference. I honestly thought.
Yeah, our Caleb didn't. There were a couple throws that either the receivers didn't extend or Caleb overthrew where he just didn't look great. It was close, but it didn't. He just didn't come down with the ball, and we needed him to, and we didn't execute. At the end of the day, we just didn't execute in that fourth quarter. And the fourth quarter is where the execution needs. Obviously, like for first three quarters, Vikes looked like they're done, and fourth quarter they turned it on. So
they did. They never give up. They never go. That's the reason why I love JJ already. JJ, I'm gonna call him JMC. Can we call him JMC? Is that a good nickname? JMC.
I've heard that. J Dot.
Oh, we've heard JMC. I haven't. I'm not creating the nickname. I'm just saying JMC, like CMC, like JMC, because it's kind of like
I like JJ squared.
It's a mouthful. Kind of.
Okay, Rhino.
Yeah, he didn't. Rhino didn't like that in the gallery here. We gotta get. I will say, pressure upped. We started the game like just rushing four, kind of feeling it out, and credit to Chicago, they came out with a good game plan. And then second half, sending multiple looks at them, kind of like what you saw last year with Minnesota, the traditional kind of Flores scheme, where you don't really know what's coming at you, and a lot more man-to-man on the outside, and containing and making it tough for Caleb to kind of sit back and do what he does best.
Yeah.
I will say shout out to Eric Wilson. Eric Wilson is probably the reason why we won that game, and it's probably going to get forgotten, but he comes down, lays a smackdown on someone on a kickoff, absolutely destroys them. Next couple plays, we get a stop, and then he blocks the punt after that, and he had a heck of a game. He kind of was a little spark plug there on defense / special teams, but yeah.
It was a good NFC North matchup.
Yeah. The Bears always beat us at home, so like you
I don't know about that.
They always do. They always
playing
do.
at US Bank is going to be tougher.
No, yeah, it is tougher. It's a tougher place to play, but for some reason the Bears always play a lot better there. They beat us. I feel like I would need to fact check this.
Well,
but.
Williams is a Vikings fan. So.
Yeah, he's wearing Vikings earrings. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm sure Twitter will explain it. I don't know. I don't know what his idea was. I saw it in like the second.
Was he trying to just like joke about that? Because it did not land. If you win, it kind of lands. It's kind of funny.
It does land. Yeah, I think that might have been.
You lose, it looks horrible.
Yeah,
it's a really risky play, unnecessary, I think. But
it just we kind of both on defense and offense we let too much happen. I mean, you can't let McCarthy run in a touchdown. That's a momentum just killer. When you let basically a rookie quarterback go in and rush a touchdown, you can't let that happen. A block punt, can't let that happen. And you gotta I don't. It was a 50-yard field goal, so it's a tough field goal, but you gotta kick those through. You gotta make it. And there was like I said earlier, there's a lot of passing plays that just went through receivers' hands.
12 penalties for the Bears, 127 yards of penalty yards.
I missed that part of the game because I think a lot of those yards and penalties came in that first quarter, which I did not get to see. So we need to be more disciplined.
That was the game though. That was really truly the game. The first you could have buried us in the first half, and we had no chance of coming back. So
yeah,
we have a a caller coming in here. We have callers. Yeah, Hoppy. What do you have to say today?
Here's what I gotta say. If anybody is in the market for a tattoo, a Super Bowl Minnesota Vikings tattoo is what you need to get. Because there is no way this team doesn't win a Super Bowl this year. No way. None.
Hoppy, if the Vikes don't win a Super Bowl, you gotta do something with that. You gotta. There's gotta be a punishment for that statement right there.
Yeah, are you getting the tattoo?
I'm not saying I'm getting the tattoo because I've been around long enough to know that things are too good to be true 99.9% of the time. Actually, 100% of the time when you're talking to this team. But what I'm saying is that we have a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Wow.
We have a Hall of Fame head coach.
That one I get.
And we're not looking in the rearview mirror.
How many brick walls have you ran through today, Hoppy? You just sound like you're coming in hot here.
Let me tell you this. They thought they had us in the first half. And
Cue the meme.
I was going through a lot of sheetrock at my house in frustration. Everybody in my family went to bed. They all gave up. My son fell asleep on the couch. And we came out at halftime, made the adjustments we needed to make, and patched the holes of sheetrock. And now I gotta patch more holes of sheetrock because this team is dynamite.
What part of the Vikings do you like the most? You had to pick? Yeah, I gotta pick one thing. What did you like most about the Vikings tonight?
I'm big right now on team chemistry.
Yep.
And just the overall atmosphere of the team. Guys are jacked up. Guys are excited to play with each other. That sounded different.
Yep.
Anyways, guys are excited to play for the head coach that we have. Brian Flores is over there looking like he could physically kill somebody on the sideline on defense. Love it. Kevin O'Connell's high-fiving other coaches when we win. They got a camera in his face when we're scoring touchdowns. Love it. Players are jumping on top of each other, jacked out of their minds. Love it. And then we get the J.J. McCarthy stare down as he's throwing missiles in the third and fourth quarter. Love it. Just the team atmosphere right now is on a whole other level.
All right.
Awesome.
I got one other question for you.
I love this.
Just because gotta be fair to both. Out of everything you saw against the Bears, what was one thing that scares you the most about the Bears this season?
What scared me about the Bears was that I didn't want us to play down to their terrible level on such a crappy organization and crappy team. And we were able to, they brought us down to begin with. But then we finally figured out, hey, this is a bottom tier team and we are not a bottom tier team. We need to play like the Minnesota Vikings, and we played like the Minnesota Vikings. Not the Chicago Bears in their 800-year-old stadium that no one cares about.
Hoppy, you're a true Vikings fan. I don't think any other Vikings fan could have said it better. So I don't know what I was doing asking that question, but yeah.
We went through all the emotions here at my house tonight, but in the end, we came out with the best emotion, and that's happiness with this victory.
Huge win for you guys at Soldier. Huge win.
We're going to the Super Bowl, you guys. we're going to the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah.
We have a franchise quarterback. They were comparing him to Fran Tarkington and Steve Young. He was the first quarterback to do things that he was doing tonight since Fran Tarkington, and then they threw another stat out there about NFL debut with X amount of touchdowns while being down by more than 10 points
over
This
here.
is happening.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is actually happening here.
We're changing the narrative. We're changing the narrative one win at a time here. Hoppy, thank you so much for calling in. Caller of the year. Yeah, Skull Vikes.
School, baby.
All right. Ethan Hoppy, thanks for the call in. Fantastic. You really gave him some softballs. That was good for the brand.
We are a Minnesota podcast.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? You're taking it better than I thought. I thought there was a lot. Gosh, I wish we really truly. We actually have been recording, so we do have some footage that we could eventually.
Big thing that I did like out of Bears, I think Caleb, for the most part, looked like he looked a lot better than last year. Bears overall. Just
This
looked
was
a-
not an indictment on the Bears. I thought the Bears looked great.
Yeah.
I thought the Bears looked great. And also, but this is why they're so in on JJ McCarthy. JMC. I'm just gonna call him JMC. It's a lot easier that way.
Yeah.
This is why they're so in on them. But let's preview really quickly the next week matchup while we're here.
Yep.
The Falcons on Sunday Night Football, back-to-back primetime game. We're gonna start calling him Primetime JMC because he's just gonna have primetime all the time. He's a perfect guy for primetime. Look at
Well,
he loves
like Hoppy
moment.
said, he's Steve Young now.
He's Steve Young and Fran Tarkenton combined. Falcons, they lost a close one to their rivals in the Buccaneers, 23-20.
Mm-hmm.
Basically came down to a missed kick, basically, before.
Young way too. Same thing happened to the Bears.
Same thing happened to the
gotta-
Bears.
Special teams. You gotta do it.
They were trying out kickers this week. I heard that.
Oh,
to try
really?
Yeah.
Ooh,
So the
that's-
Bears did that.
No.
Second. But, what?
I didn't know if they were trying out quarterbacks too.
I think I heard also. Oh yeah, they're going to try out
Williams didn't
quarterback.
have any picks. He had an 86.
Breaking news
passer.
here. The Bears are going to try out some other arms here just to see what they have.
They gave their backup.
Yeah, their backup.
Extension.
There you go. They're paying them a lot of money. So, I mean, offensively, Penix looked. I'm just kind of based on the little bit of footage I got to watch. I watched Red Zone. I didn't watch their game. I didn't get their game, so I'm not gonna.
His red zone run was good.
No, he was good. Yeah, he was.
I can
He was
see why
pretty
they
solid.
picked him. I can see why the Falcons picked him.
Yeah, he was.
I don't know why they signed Kirk. I'll be honest. I don't know why they signed Kirk, but
I think it was kind of.
was it a fake out?
No,
Was it a super expensive fake out for the league?
No, I think they took a gamble, but they also had a good backup plan, and it was great. It was good. People hated on him.
Expensive backup plan, I'll tell you that.
Penix or Cousins?
Cousins.
No, he was their main plan and it didn't work out. So the backup plan was Penix, and it worked out. So, anyways, he looked dynamic.
Bijan looked good.
Decent. Bijan looked real good. I'm a little scared because Buccaneers kind of blitz a lot, and we are known for blitzing a lot. And they were just finding him on dump offs, and he had like 100+ yards or 100 yards of receiving yards, just sort of like dump off. So that's gonna be interesting to see how that works. But we want to. I think Bears defense is a lot better than Atlanta's defense, but we'll have to see. Sometimes the matchups are very interesting.
Yep.
Falcons are gonna be hungry for a win. Vikings are gonna be. Hopefully, they don't have the hangover from this
Week one win.
Week 1 win over a division opponent on the road. That usually you usually see like a regression. So hope to see that. But
Quick last question though, where was your boy?
Thielen?
Yeah.
He had a crucial 2-point conversion. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if you're watching the game or you're crying in
Yeah,
your
but where
lap
was it?
or something. I think there was a hat.
I was probably crying.
Yeah.
But like the rest of the game, where was he?
Yeah. Well, he wasn't targeted a lot. It was a slow. We didn't have the ball that much in the first half, but yeah, he had a good target. Ball got knocked out of his hand. Other than that, his other target was really crucial. And I like to win games. I don't really care about the stats. I'm not a stats person, so I just want the dubs. So you can look at the stats for your guys and enjoy those. We'll take the win. Also, again, another shout out to 612tees. Not a sponsor, but pretty much is. He sponsors most of my clothing. The big threes, or what is it called? The deep
3 deep.
3 deep. 3 deep's back. 3 deep's back. When Addison comes back, oh my gosh. Just think about this. We're not even full roster right now. We're going to hang a 30 burger on you. You've been talking all this talk.
Yeah, I really got to stop doing that.
Yeah, you probably, yeah. You did have a reason for most of the time, but anyways. Yeah.
Good win.
Good win. Thank you. Good game. GG.
We'll see you at US Bank. All right, that's a wrap.
That'll do it.